Hello everyone. So as I promised that I'll record a video teaching you that how to find good setups, how to find entry and exit points, and the people who do not know what patience is and how important it is in trading. So let's get started. So first of all, whenever you're analyzing any pair, let's suppose you want to analyze Euro NZD or let's say any other pair. First thing that you need to analyze, I'll write a few things here so that you can keep a note. So first thing first, always start with a longer time frame chart. Longer time frame chart. Okay. Second, draw your support and resistance. So okay, try to draw clear trend lines, channels. Okay, then yeah, Fibo levels, then what else? Yeah, price action, very important. Price action. Okay, and if you want to use any indicators, you can indicator, but do not use too many indicators because the chart looks messy and it's not required at all. Okay, so these are the main things that you have to look every time you'll analyze any chart. You don't have to trade, okay, just analyze. So I'll just keep it here. Okay, so first of all, what I said, look at a longer time frame chart. Okay, so if I'll open a 1 week chart and see where, keep it here. So this is a 1 week chart of Euro New Zealand. Okay, so try to look, try to draw support and resistance zone, right? The next step is, so how do you draw support and resistance zone? Okay, so this is a weekly chart, so I'll just try to zoom in and see. So 2017, so I can clearly see that this is a good support level. Okay, so if you do not know, if you are getting confused to get exact support level, try to convert this chart into a line chart. Now it's easier, see. So it is a good support level. Okay, in the past also we see this is also a support area. So what I'll do, I'll just draw a support zone here. Okay, and then I will try to convert that chart back into candles. So I know that there are some wicks here, then price went. So if you see, this area is a strong support because after price touching this area, it went up. This is a strong support area. So if I move this line here, then I think this sounds nice, and we see a great rejection of price here. So to make things clearer and simple, I will zoom it and I will mark an arrow here. I'll mark an arrow that this is one area, then sorry, this is one area, then this is another area. Now we are currently having the same area. So okay, these are 4 areas where price bounced back up. So let's just, yeah, okay, fine. So what is the next step? Okay, what did I tell you? So draw support and resistance. So this is our support and I think this can be resistance. Yeah, so I will draw this as This can also act like a resistance, right? Okay, so plus this area as well, if you say this area as well, it acted like a resistance earlier. Okay, and I think this is also a support, so I'll draw one more support line, this because of these two, so I can draw arrow here as well. Here and here. Okay, so we know that these are key areas where we can see opportunities to go long. Okay, now try to draw clear trend lines. Okay, so how to draw trend lines? You have to go to a smaller time frame chart to get a better entry. Okay, so for now I'll delete these arrows because we don't need this, just post it. Okay, so I'll go to a daily chart. Okay, so see, after price went down so much, it now starts to reject this level which we drew, and now it's going up. So how do you define it? How do you actually enter? How do you find? So see, if you remember, the question is how to find good trade setups. So if you do all these things which I'm telling you here, all these things, if you do all these things, then you will be able to analyze chart quickly, and you will be able to find trade setups. Okay, so always remember, when you are reading any chart, always look back and see what happened in past. Okay, so if you see at this zone, we have an hammer here, this is a pin bar. Okay, so after rejecting this key level, price went up. You see another hammer here for a confirmation that price is rejecting the levels and it's going up. So after, you see here also, this is not exactly a hammer, this is a pin bar, but price is rejecting this key area, now it's going up. Okay, now open a 4-hour chart. Yeah, so 4-hour chart is pretty much interesting, where we see a lot of wicks here and a hammer here, pin bar, and then engulfing candle here, and then price is going up now. So if I draw a trend line here and I'll tell you want to enter into a trade or go long, I can draw this line, right? So if price is respecting this line, so if it bounces back here to this area, we can go long here. So I can draw an arrow here. Okay, now why price went down? If you want to use Fibo levels here, so this is an impulsive wave down. So if I use a Fibo levels here from the top to bottom, this, so see, price almost rejected 38.20% retracement area, which is an healthy retracement. Okay, so it retraces back. Now it might touch this line and then go back up. So this is how I analyze chart. You have to read chart like a story, so that you will never get bored of, and you understand that price move in waves. So okay, let's just try to do the same step to any other chart. Okay, so what are the steps? So these are the steps. Okay, so let's go to any other chart. Let's see. Let's go to Euro GBP. Okay, there are some analysis I'll just delete it. Okay, so what did I tell you? First, you need to look at a daily time frame or a weekly time frame or a longer time frame chart. So let's open a weekly chart and then draw support and resistance zones. So okay, looks pretty much interesting. Okay, so this is almost a 2-3 year chart. Okay, fine, a weekly chart. So what I'll do, I'll try to draw, this is a clear support level, right? 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch and 4 touch, and then price went up. Okay, so clear levels. Then I believe this is an interesting level as well. Okay, weekly chart. Now go back to a daily chart. Okay, so this is also some kind of support here, because after touching this it price went up. Okay, so let's see, where are we? Okay, perfect. Second step is to draw trend lines. Okay, this look like a downtrend line because market is going down, price is just moving down, and this looks like a downtrend line. And now if we go back to even a smaller time frame chart or a 4-hour chart, what we see here is that price is now moving up after touching our support area. So if I draw a trend line like this, where we have one touch here, so if price goes back here, then we can find long opportunities here somewhere. And then always remember, support and resistance are the zone, not exact areas. Okay, not exact levels. So if you draw Fibonacci levels here to see that how much price is retraced, so this was the impulse move down. Let's draw a level here. So price went up and it rejected 38.20% retracement level. Now it's heading more up. So if I draw all the levels, so this is a 50% level. So we might think that after rejecting this level, price might move cross this trend line and go back here, and then it do a healthy rejection again, to this zone, and then it might go back up here. This could be a possible scenario, but we never know. So try to find out best possible entries by using price action. So if you want to use price action and see where we are standing, so I see there's one price rejection here, a hammer, but it is not a clear rejection. So we want a larger wick and a small body, but that's okay. So if you are thinking that price might, if you want to draw another trend line and see that price is rejecting these levels, see, if you draw a trend line here in a smaller time frame, so price is rejecting, so it might go back here. And what I will be comfortable is that I will be excited to go long somewhere here. So I want price to go down with a healthy retracement and then find an opportunity, a good price action candle, a bullish engulfing candle, or a hammer or a pin bar where it clearly states that price is rejecting this level, then we'll find a good opportunity to buy. So these are some points where you can easily find a good trade setups. Now the second point is that once you have entered the trade, what is the best way to enter? So I told you the best way to enter is using price action. So if you find it that this is a good area to enter, try to get confirmation at least on a 4-hour chart or a daily chart. So always try to trade long-term charts because it will be easier, because a smaller time frame chart has got a lot of noise, and it does not give clear signals. Okay, so rather I don't trade. So I prefer to trade daily, weekly, or 4-hour charts. So once you've entered the trade, let's suppose if you've entered the trade here, okay, so okay, I'm keen to go long here. Okay, my levels are here. So so this is the uh, recent low, so you can move your stop loss to here. If you see this trade setup, it has got almost 1:3 um, reward potential, which I think is pretty nice. So if you are finding trade setup which has got less trade risk sorry, reward to risk, less risk to reward setup, then you should not take it. So I generally trade with risk to reward setups which is higher than 1:2. So 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, where profit potential is 3 times the loss potential. So that is a good trade setup. So these are the ways how to find your entry and exit points. Then the third and the most important part is patience. So why patience? Nobody can teach you. So I recently wrote a blog on patience. I'll show you. So that's my website. So this is my website. If you go to the blog section, I've written, yeah, patience. So I'll just tell you that read this blog, okay? And patience is one thing which you will develop uh, over a period of time. And how I got it is just trading long-term charts and just analyzing more and trading less. So I used to analyze, used to read a lot of charts, and used to just understand that what is the price action, draw more and more charts, draw, try to analyze more and more charts, and just find the right setup. So you have to do a lot of back testing. You have to try a lot of different setups and then find a good setup which works for you. Okay, so for that you need a lot of time, and if you do that thinking that it will take a lot of time and you don't have time, then I'll suggest you not to do that. Do not trade, because otherwise you will lose money eventually. But if you're ready to do that, be consistent, give time. Every other day try to analyze more and trade less. So once you are confident enough, try to open a demo account and then start trading. So that's one piece of advice. So read this blog. You can just go to worldfxclub.com and just click on the blog. I'll just add my website link in the video, so you can just go there and read it. So that is it. I mean, just I'll just repeat it once again. So how do you analyze it? I will write the points again, so that try to always analyze longer time frame chart, frame, draw support and resistance. Third, trend lines. Fourth, Fibonacci levels to see retracements. Fifth, if you want to use any indicator. Sixth, price action, the most important one. So until unless price action candles or bullish signals or bearish, until unless you are not getting those signals, do not trade. Try to get confirmation at least on a daily or a 4-hour chart, so that you don't get messed up in the daily noise, or a 4-hour noise or a 30-minute noise. So all the nuisance will go away. Okay, These are the key things that you need to maintain, and the rest you will get to it. Patience will come very slowly. Okay, thank you for watching this. The new year has come, so I wish you a very happy new year. God bless you. Bye bye. Take care.